Emily and Jack, two souls destined to meet. Their love story began under the warm glow of a summer sunset. They were young, their hearts overflowing with dreams. Jack, with his kind eyes and unwavering spirit, promised Emily a love that would last a lifetime. Emily, her laughter as bright as the sun, gave him her heart without reservation. They vowed to face every challenge together, hand in hand. The future stretched before them, full of hope and promise. Emily dreamed of a cozy cottage filled with the laughter of children. Jack yearned to explore the world with Emily by his side. They knew life wouldn't always be easy, but their love, they believed, would conquer all. They were inseparable, two halves of a whole. Their love story was just beginning. Graduation came, a bittersweet farewell to their carefree days. They found a small apartment, a cozy haven to call their own. It wasn't much, but it was theirs. They filled it with laughter, love, and the aroma of home-cooked meals. Emily found a job at a local bookstore, surrounded by the stories she cherished. Jack began working as an architect, his designs reflecting the dreams they shared. Days turned into weeks, weeks into months. Their love deepened with each passing moment. They faced every challenge together, their bond unbreakable. Their dreams were within reach. Life was good. One evening, Jack came home, his eyes sparkling with excitement. He had received a job offer, a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. A prestigious architectural firm in London wanted him. Emily's heart skipped a beat. This was his dream, but it meant being apart. Emily pushed her own anxieties aside. She knew she had to be strong for Jack. "This is amazing, babe," she said, her voice trembling slightly. "Go chase your dreams. I'll be here, cheering you on every step of the way." Jack's heart swelled with gratitude. He knew how difficult this was for her. He promised to call every day, to bridge the distance with their love. The weeks that followed were a blur of packing and tearful goodbyes. Emily threw herself into her work, the familiar comfort of books providing solace. She missed Jack terribly. His absence left an ache in her heart. But she refused to let the distance dampen his spirits. She kept her promise, her voice cheerful during their calls, her letters filled with love and encouragement. She spoke of her job, her friends, the changing seasons. She never mentioned the persistent cough, the fatigue that clung to her like a shadow. She ignored the nagging pain in her chest, the fear that whispered in the back of her mind. She would not burden him, not when he was so far away, chasing their dreams. Section 5. Whispers of Fear. Emily's trips to the doctor became more frequent. The tests seemed endless, the waiting room a place of dread. Then came the diagnosis, the word that shattered her world: cancer. It was a cruel twist of fate, a dark cloud hovering over her once bright future. Fear threatened to consume her. How could she tell Jack? How could she bear to see his dreams crumble alongside hers? No, she couldn't, not yet. She had to be strong for both of them. She would fight this, she would beat this, and then when she was better, she would tell him. Until then, she would keep her secret, her fear hidden behind a mask of normalcy. Section 6. A bridge across the miles. Months passed, filled with doctor's appointments, treatments, and a constant undercurrent of fear. Emily's once vibrant hair began to thin, her energy draining away with each passing day. But her spirit remained unbroken. She clung to the sound of Jack's voice, his love a lifeline across the miles. She poured her heart out in letters, her words filled with a love that burned brighter than ever. She wrote about her dreams for their future, the life they would build together when he returned. She wrote of her unwavering faith in their love, a love that would conquer all. Section 7. The truth unfolds. One day, Emily received a call from Jack's mother. Her voice was thick with worry. "Jack hasn't heard from you in weeks," she said, her voice trembling. "He's worried sick." Emily's heart sank. She had been so careful, so sure that her secret was safe. But the truth had a way of revealing itself. Emily's weakened body could no longer hide the toll the illness had taken. She broke down, the words tumbling out in a torrent of tears and apologies. Jack's mother listened in stunned silence, her own heart breaking for the young couple. She made Emily promise to tell Jack everything. She promised to get him home. The moment Jack heard his mother's voice, heavy with unshed tears, he knew something was terribly wrong. As the truth unraveled, a cold fear gripped his heart. His Emily, his strong, vibrant Emily, was sick. and he had been oceans away, oblivious. Guilt and terror washed over him. He booked the first flight home, his mind racing. He had to get to her. He had to tell her how much he loved her. He prayed it wasn't too late. The hours stretched into an eternity as he flew across the Atlantic, his heart heavy with dread. Jack arrived at the hospital, his heart pounding in his chest. He rushed to her room, his breath catching in his throat at the sight of her. Emily lay in bed, her once vibrant features now pale and gaunt. Tubes and wires snaked around her, a testament to her silent battle. He dropped to his knees beside her, taking her frail hand in his. "Emily," he whispered, his voice thick with emotion. "I'm here." Her eyes fluttered open, a flicker of recognition in their depths. A weak smile touched her lips. No words were spoken, but in that moment a silent vow passed between them. A vow of love, of hope, of unwavering support. Days turned into weeks, each one a precious gift. Jack barely left Emily's side. He read to her, told her stories, his voice a soothing balm to her weary soul. He spoke of their dreams, their plans for the future. He held her hand, his touch a constant reminder of his love. But Emily grew weaker with each passing day. The cancer, relentless in its grip, was stealing her away. She found solace in Jack's presence, her hand seeking his in the quiet darkness. She knew her time was short. And though her heart ached with the unfairness of it all, she found peace in knowing that Jack would be okay. One cold winter morning, as the sun peeked through the hospital window, Emily took her last breath. Jack held her close, his tears falling freely. "I love you," he whispered, his voice broken, "always and forever." Emily was gone. Jack was left with the echoes of their dreams, the weight of their unfulfilled promises. He would carry the pain of her loss forever, but he would also carry her love. A beacon of light in the darkness. He would honor her memory by living a life filled with purpose and passion. And he would never ever forget the depth of love they shared, a love that transcended even death itself.